The Secret Service. In the Beginning. Adapted by Ellis Pagan from a story originally published in Countdown magazine. Ellis Pagan also reads the story alongside Chris Dale. It all began in the early hours of a dreadful March morning in the village of Hazelmere. A telephone bell rang urgently in a darkened country vicarage belonging to one Father Stanley Unwin.
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, Father. It's Dr. Buckley. I'm at the Humbert cottage. Poor Wilhelm's in a bad way and seems desperate to see you.
I'll be over as quickly as possible, Doctor.
Before long, Gabriel, the battered wreck of a Model T Ford that Father Unwin was proud to call his car, chugged through narrow, gale-swept lanes to the Humbert cottage.
Now then, Gabriel, don't pack up on me now. We have work to do.
Father Unwin's silent prayer was answered, and soon he was at the Humbert cottage. He knocked and went inside.
Ah, Father Unwin, is that you?
Indeed. So, my old friend, you wish to make your peace with God?
Don't be a fool. You know me better than that, I think. I want you to have this.
Quiet, old friend. You'll overtax yourself.
Don't give me last hour comfort. The book. You must take it. Do you hear me, man? I want you to swear you'll never part with it.
Minutes later, Professor Humbert passed peacefully away. As Father Unwin was about to make his exit, Dr. Buckley stopped him. Father Unwin, may I have a word?
Of course.
I think you'd better take this book, Father. It was his last wish. In fact, he kept death at arm's length until I agreed.
Yes, I suppose I'd better. A most mysterious man, Doctor.
Father Unwin returned to the vicarage just as dawn broke. His housekeeper, Mrs. Christine Appleby, had already woken up and was just preparing his breakfast, eggs on toast and a pot of tea.
He wasn't even a believer, Father. Fancy getting you out of bed just to give you an old book. Now, Mrs. Appleby.
Father Unwin had a glance at the latest issue of his newspaper, The Globe.
Honest George gets the job. Surely not my old friend George Lomax. Why, he must have been made minister at long last.
Later the same morning, as he was preparing his sermon, Father Unwin saw an envelope sticking out of Professor Humbert's book.
Good gracious, what's this? Father Unwin, private and confidential. It must be urgent.
Father Unwin opened the letter. It read,
Dear Unwin, I hope, good friend, that you will find room in your heart to forgive me for passing on the nightmare which it has been my misfortune to create. The machine you will find inside the book is my Minimiser. Anything you expose before its rays will be reduced to a miniaturized form. For a short time it will, no doubt, be just as fascinating a toy as it was to me. But put in the wrong hands, you will soon realize its dreadful implications. Therefore, my friend, I entrust my devil box to you in the hope that you may find a way of benefiting mankind where I have failed. Yours, Professor Wilhelm Humbert.
Out of curiosity, forgetting it killed the cat, Father Unwin opened the book. He saw the machine in question, 6 round buttons and what looked like a miniature radar dish. This was the Minimiser.
Well, bless my soul. Was poor Humbert mad, or does it really work?
After a brief perusal of the professor's operational instructions, Father Unwin set up an experiment. He placed his finest wine glass before the book and pressed some of the buttons. The dish extended and a bright light shone from it.
Good gracious!
Before Father Unwin's very eyes, the wine glass shrank to the size of a small drawing pin.
It's almost unbelievable. But Humbert was right. In the wrong hands, it could be devilish.
After a sleepless night, Father Unwin made his decision. At 10:30 the next morning, he arrived in Whitehall and stepped inside a ministry to be confronted by a security guard. Oh no, not another nut so early in the morning. Let's make this quick. What do you want? Father Unwin had a special way of speaking, which he could use whenever he was confronted with an impossible situation, and now seemed as good a time as any to use it.
Good morrow. Now, I'm quite sure the Sir Georgie Porgy will see me. Tell him Father Unwiho wants to peak though about matters of national importance.
I see, sir. Better call Broadmoor after my shift. And so an elaborate charade began. As third secretary, I'm sure...
I make my sozzies, but I insist on seeing Sir George.
But as second secretary, I can assure you I
will only tear off his parcel load in front of Sir George's.
As first secretary, I am sorry to inform you that your request is impossible.
I see.
But Father Unwin was not a man so easily dissuaded. As he made his way through the corridors of power, he thought,
somehow I must see him.
It was just at that moment that his first stroke of luck, or providence, as Father Unwin preferred to call it, occurred. Don't go far away, Millington. I shall need you in about an hour, maybe less.
Very well, Sir George.
As the Rolls-Royce drove off, Father Unwin saw his chance. He got into Gabriel and followed Mr. Millington to a row of private garages behind the ministry.
The good Lord instructed us to use our talents.
Father Unwin walked up to a policeman who was on the beat.
Didn't I just to see Mr. Millingstone's go through, officer? I wonder if an Almighty sees him for one memento.
Well, it's not usual without a pass, but in your case, I don't see any harm. And Providence continued to smile on the good father. He had a good look at the Rolls-Royce. Millington didn't see the stranger outside his car. He had his cap over his eyes and was fast asleep.
Somehow I think Sir George will soon be glad to see me.
Some minutes later, inside one of the garages, Sir George was furious. What do you mean my car and chauffeur have disappeared? Explain yourself, man. Well, it came in, Sir George, and it didn't go out. The Padre here says he's got it. Padre? Why, it's Unwin. I didn't know you'd joined the church, old thing.
You're a very difficult man to see, George Lomax.
Father Unwin showed Sir George the shrunken car. What is this? Some kind of sick joke?
If you'd like to lock the door, I'll give you a little demonstration.
Sir George could see he had no choice. He locked the door, and Father Unwin opened the book containing the Minimiser. Pressing a button and aiming the ray at the car, there was a sound like an oscillator going mad, and the car returned to its normal size. Well, I'll be blowed! Never mind the incredible shrinking man, what you've got there is the incredible shrinking car. Of course you realise that contraption must stay with me if the USSR got hold of it.
Sorry, Sir George. I made a vow to the inventor never to let it out of my hands. Until you can convince me that it will be used only for the benefit of the nation, the Minimiser will stay with me.
Very well, Padre, but be a good fellow and put my car back before you go. At home that evening, Father Unwin slid the Minimiser into his already well-furnished bookshelves.
Best to forget the infernal thing. On the other hand, perhaps I'd better make an effort to conceal it properly.
The next day, life returned to normal in Hazelmere. Or did it? A strange man watched Father Unwin go to his church. There he goes. That should keep him busy for a while. Not long after, the man knocked at the vicarage door.
Yes?
I've come about the gardener's job. I've just seen the vicar. He says I'm to wait in his study.
Well, I don't know about any gardener's job, but if Father Unwin said so, I suppose you must come in.
Mrs. Appleby showed the stranger to the study. No sooner after she had left, the stranger began rummaging through the bookshelves and making a mess of things. And Mrs. Appleby was beginning to feel suspicious. She picked up the phone and dialed the village constable.
Hello, Sergeant Atkins here.
Hello, Sergeant. There's some stranger come to the vicarage about some gardener's job Father Unwin advertised. Unwin's at the church. Can you check for me?
Just leave it to me, Mrs. Appleby.
Some minutes later, Sergeant Atkins had rounded up Father Unwin and they made their way back to the vicarage. Opening the door to the study, they saw Mrs. Appleby tied to a chair.
Good gracious. Oh, Father Unwin, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have let him in. Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Appleby. I don't think we'll find that anything is missing. Come on, I'll untie you.
It's a funny thing to say, Vicar. But Father Unwin was right. When Mrs. Appleby and Sergeant Atkins had gone, he perused his bookshelves. Everything was as it should be, with one exception.
The Minimiser is missing. But who else could possibly know about it except George Lomax? There's only one way I can find out.
After a few hasty phone calls, Father Unwin put a plan into action. That evening, he went outside.
I only hope I'm right and someone is out there watching me.
Father Unwin hadn't gone very far before he had the feeling he was being followed. And he was. The stranger from earlier went inside the church, and Father Unwin quickened his pace towards the belfry. The stranger had completely forgotten he'd dropped the Minimiser. This gave Father Unwin the chance to pick it up. He then joined part of his flock in the vestry. He's just disappeared up the belfry stairs, Father.
Excellent. Well, everyone knows what to do.
The stranger locked the belfry door, blissfully unaware that the flock had taken hold of the bell ropes.
Let's give him the whole repertoire.
And up in the belfry, there was a cacophony of bells that the stranger could not stand. Oh, for pity's sake! Early the next morning, Father Unwin prepared to go on his rounds, but that was when the vicarage received a visitor. Good morning, Father. Letter for you.
Oh, thank you. Dear Unwin, I would be most grateful if you would pop into the car and come up forthwith. I can only add that...
Father Unwin was driven up to Lambeth Palace, but when he was shown into one of the reception rooms, a surprise awaited him.
What's this? I thought I was to see...
It's all right, Father. His Grace has kindly arranged this little meeting for us.
We have a little proposition to make, Father. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sir Jeremy Davidson. If you accept to work for us, you will simply know me as the Bishop. I'm afraid you have me at a standstill, sir. We've investigated your record in occupied France during the last war, Father.
Some time later, Well, as you've accepted, Father, perhaps you wouldn't mind telling us where you hid the Minimiser.
Here, in my pocket. I've been carrying it around with me. You see, I found that with the aid of a mirror, it can even miniaturize itself.
Meanwhile, at the vicarage, Mrs. Appleby was ready with what she thought was a celebration tea.
He deserves his promotion, of course, but I do hope he isn't going to move away. Oh, that must be him now. Hello, Mrs. Appleby. Well, Father, tell me the good news. I've accepted a special position, but it shouldn't mean many changes to our routine. At least I sincerely hope it won't.
Mrs. Appleby noticed something on Father Unwin's ear.
I didn't know about your hearing, Father. Oh, just a small aid to better reception from certain quarters, Mrs. Appleby. And now I have a few things to sort out in my study.
And so, behind closed doors, Father Unwin put down the suitcase he had been carrying. He opened it, and sitting on a miniature chair was the stranger who had been causing all the trouble.
Out you come, madam. I'd better get you and the Minimiser back to normal size. What Mrs. Appleby's going to say about me employing the man who tied her up, I don't know. Oh, and one more thing. If you're going to work for me, you are to be called Harding. Matthew Harding.
And so, a week later, Adam, alias Matthew Harding, had settled into the routine of Hazelmere Vicarage, to Mrs. Appleby's chagrin.
Gardener, indeed. He spent more time in that garage than weeding the beds. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
But then, from the garage, out drove Gabriel, looking as brand new as the day she was built. Well, there she is, Father. What do you think?
I can only say one thing, Matthew. It's nothing short of a miracle. I suppose one can say that we are now truly ready for our Secret Service.